All right, back for some chess. Let's see what we got. Okay, it's playing against some computer name here, P911 something or other. Let's see. All right, trying to adjust the volume on my end. God, what is this, like a Benoni or something? Sorry, once again, guys. I have not been playing chess for a long time, and my knowledge of various opening ideas is way non-existent. Not like it ever was extensive before. Um, I think what in the Benoni you usually play d5 there. This line is an attempt to just not do Benoni stuff, as I recall. Um, do we bishop g7 coming next? Do we get the bishop out with, say, bishop g4, bishop, or sorry, bishop g5, bishop f4? I think bishop f4, although this is going to be a little bit sensitive. Well, maybe not. Maybe the knight comes here and it's not a big deal. I think, yeah, let's just, I don't know. Do have to watch out for this. Maybe I want to get knight c3 in ASAP before even playing e3. So we could go bishop g7, e3, knights here. Che, te, te. No, this looks kind of annoying. Defending and attacking. De, 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 de. That could be an argument for just playing knight c3 immediately before playing e3. I think so. Let's just do it. Just get rid of any potential issues on the diagonal. Alright, what is the point of this? Outside of what looks to be wasting time. I'm not really concerned about b5. I'm all over the b5 square. I don't think I want to put my bishop here. The pawn. What is this? So they want to play this kind of deal? I could go queen c2. What is this? Queen c2 stopping these ideas. Although queen c2, maybe we're opening up an attack on the other knights. Queen c2, maybe this is kind of annoying. Maybe we want to get this guy out of here. I think so. That looks good. Just trying to play practical chess. Not sure if this is strictly the best. Strictly the best. Just in a lot of these lines, this looks a little shady. Yeah, that doesn't seem to be a nice endeavor for black. Alright. Yeah, just trying not to get behind in time here. Um, Yeah, so just trying not to get behind in time, just trying to play practically. Okay, so why are they not developing their um, queen side? Maybe I want to play bishop f3 and put pressure on the long diagonal. Bring my queen to e2. Bishop f3, knight c6. These are ideas. Another idea is to retain the bishop after knight h5. Although I just take twice on h5. After knight h5. Bishop f3, queen to e2. That seems interesting. Okay. Yeah, so maybe knight c6, knight back to d4. If they trade, I have dual pawn center. If they don't, I'm threatening to take twice there. Alright. Maybe a rook to c1. Sorry. Here, I don't know why I said rook to c1. Maybe knight back to d4. Also queen e2. Queen e2 allows them to go here with their bishop, which then pretty much forces this one. Word force is kind of strong, but this here, what do I think about that? Yeah, let's do this. I mean, either one's probably fine. Queen e2, knight d4. Uh, Incidentally, in some lines, I'm defending this against here, and of course the rooks are coming out. And I got some defense on this guy, if needed. What did this just light up? What? Oh. Okay, why doesn't this just give up 2 tempi unnecessarily with this one? I don't like that though. Even if I land here, everything gets traded on e5. My queen ends up on e5 and then this is going on. I'm not a fan of that. I do like this idea though. Yeah, let's go for that. Now it looks like I'll have a nice center against a relatively passive setup by black. A fine setup, I would say, but passive. Black is not playing, or black at least does not have huge ambitions from this position. Even with this, maybe sometimes I have this idea trying to sort of focus on this backward pawn on e7. Actually, I really like the gist of that. Maybe my rook comes here, offering support here. We solidify the pawn chain. And also I have to remember, after a trade here, this is on. Okay. That just seems relatively passive. Again, knight h5 ideas. I meet with taking twice on h5. Rook's coming to c1 and d1. Pretty sure I definitely want a rook on c1. Probably want a rook on d1 as well. Do we want to jump in? Maybe I do. Knight to d5. Knight to d5, bishop d5, pawn d5. Pawn d5, knight to d5, knight to d5. Knight takes, knight takes. How about this idea? Knight takes, bishop takes, knight d5. Knight d5, pawn d5. And then they have this annoyance. Knight d5, knight d5, bishop d5, bishop d5, pawn d5. And I don't have, they've got a backward pawn, but I don't have anything on it. I think in a lot of lines, wait, do I have to worry about this? Do I have to worry about e5? I haven't been calculating that. I would have just hung a piece in previous moves. Bishop, maybe bishop back here? Just getting out of yeah, I'm wasting too much time. I don't really know where I want my rooks to be. That's not immediately a concern. It wasn't immediately a concern because I could always take this. But it was annoying to have to keep calculating that. So maybe just solve the problem with bishop g3. Okay. So rook c1 here seems pretty plausible. Yeah, just reinforcing the knight. In case I ever want to play b3, maybe I should have considered other possibilities there. Do I want to play this one next? Here. I think I do want to play that soon. Yeah, in their e-pawn, they can't play e76 because of bishop takes d6. What is this? This just seems very flail-y. I don't want to trade pieces. Black is cramped. Gotta remember that idea. Don't want to trade pieces. Black is cramped. Let's just go back, get the queen out of here, and then play knight d5. Because that guy was protecting here. We can't keep the queen attacking. If queen b6, knight d5, pretty much. Forces a trade. Knight d5 now, knight d5, knight d5, bishop d5. I'm definitely more active than they are. Knight d5, knight d5, pawn d5. I think I like that better. I think I like taking with pawn better. It's not a huge advantage or anything for white after taking with the pawn. I mean, after bishop takes d5, maybe e6 is annoying. After e6, bishop takes c6, rook takes c6, defends. d6. d5 is just space gaining. My bishop's not going to be terribly happy. Man, I wish I could set up knight b6 in case they don't take on d5. Is there an easy way to do that? Not obvious. Not obvious. I don't think I want to take on f6 immediately. Probably force them to take. Well, they're never taking with the knight. Maybe knight c5 now. My knights would be jumping all over the place. Play like knight f4. Jesus. Seems very flailing. Flailing. Maybe e4, e5? What about that idea? Taking twice on e5, putting the queen on e5. Maybe it's this. Yeah. I don't know what I should think about this. Maybe the idea is takes here, here, and then here, and here. I don't know. I guess if they want to play a5, a4, I'm okay with that. Knight takes f6, bishop takes f6, bishop. Nah. Nah, nah, nah. What if we go knight d5 and then here? Now. Yeah, we got a new square. Can make some loops in the meantime. I could try to double rooks. Yeah, I gotta do something, gotta do something. If they take here, I take this one first. And I take here, but I take this. Yeah, maybe that was inaccurate. No, if they take here, well, they can't take with the knight because of the fork. This. They take with the bishop. What do you do then? I guess here. And if this happens, God, I still gotta take this way, I think. A lot of random back and forth knight moves here. Is this what? What are you doing? Why do you want this kind of pawn structure? This is not good. This is not good. Black. Should I take this first or should I take this first? I think I take this bishop first. Fe6. Come on. And then I think I take the other knights, and then their pawn structure is horrible, and white is winning positionally. And also, white's winning a pawn. At minimum, you can take this pawn. Not sure if this is accurate. I'm just trying to save time. So bishop f3, I think. Or even this and this looks pretty solid. And if this ever gets played, then this queen is still protecting here. It's tactically a little bit. Little sus. I don't know, I like keeping my stuff in their position as opposed to bringing it back here. Oh, knight h5 now. The bishop becomes unopposed, which is kind of annoying. Bishop h4, knight h5, bishop h4. Okay, so this is now target in the position. I don't know how I get at it though. Some business like this. Bishop h4 was my idea. h4, h6, bishop f3, g5, bishop takes, pawn takes. I don't know, even if they play this and this is still hanging. I do want to watch this. Maybe with this, trying to double up. I'm thinking h6 is going to happen, in which case maybe this guy or even this guy stopping this. Okay, so maybe this still. So what about f3? The point of f3 is to stop this after this. f3 does look a little weird though. Let's be more active. Although f3, the attack here. Cutting that out. I don't know about that. That seems a little sus. Little sus. I do want to play this though and not have this. Now this one and this. Just, yeah. So time is my enemy, as is often the case. What is this? So even this, we have this. That suggests I need to play rook c2. Do I care about this? I think I just take it. Trying to find practical moves. I don't think. Taking way too much time. Way too much time. Maybe we want to do this and trade bishops after a rook comes up. After a rook c1 to c2. Practical moves, practical moves. Looking for those practical moves. I want to play rook to c1, defending this, getting ready for this, and this. And takes. I'm gonna take you. I still want to give up a rook for my bishop and pawn. I guess I'm probably fine with that. I do have to be aware of this idea. In which case, maybe I've got this. Although I'm getting really loose around my king in that position. Hmm. Maybe go here, defend this. Then play this eventually. Still trying to figure out ways to play that move. My king is going to be happier on g2 in this position, defending f3. Maybe they're going to try to stack here. Maybe even that situation I play f4. I don't know. Here, I think I want to trade the bees. The bees needs. Let's see, maybe, I don't know how much that's a concern. If they play e5 and lock up the bishop, I'm fine with that. I want to play king g2 next, solidify f3, and then try to go after e6. So maybe I don't want to play king g2 immediately. Maybe I want to play bishop d7. Okay, I'm fine with this. Just go back. And now here, maybe we go like this. Now my bishop wants to come in here. I think given that that's the case, they want to play knight f6, in which case I probably play king g2 again, solidifying f3 and try to come up with a new plan. If we're getting the bishop to e6, it's not obvious that it's so much better on e6. I mean, it's probably better. Yeah, they're kind of stuck. After knight f6, probably king g2, and I say, come up with something to do. That seems plausible. I could always host a queen on d2 to d5, check. Putting the queen on d2 after playing king g2. Ugh, f3, I don't want f3 to be a weak spot. Okay, king to g2, solidifying. Now maybe this next. Maybe even this. Does that give me anything else? I don't think so. Where are you coming in on the light squares? Not seeing anything. I could force a queen trade. Take this way. And then go after this. And we say my extra pawn should win the game. Don't have to be. Yeah, this bishop is awful. One plan they do have is to go after this, although that should probably take care of it, at least for the time being. Even this, like, I could just force a rook trade. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Simple enough. Just trying to play simply. Maybe my bishop wants to come in here. And again, we want to... Really? Did I mess that up? I did mess that up. God, that's so bad. Yeah, I got two flippants. Okay. White is still winning. We go over here, we just go here and here. Yeah, I messed that up. That's not excusable. I'm trying to be quick and practical, but not being tactically astute. I've got all the infiltration squares here, which is good. Which is good. Maybe if they attack this, I just go over here. Actually, it's kind of annoying to have to do that. It is kind of annoying to have to do that. I think I go here, then here, and I go here. Yeah. I gotta keep my rook on e4. Gotta keep the rook on e4, can't lose sight of that. This is a plan, going after this one. Okay. Maybe we just don't want to let them in. Yeah, no reason to let them in. Just go here next. You can't stop it. Knight g4s. Bishop to d2. They don't make any silly mouse slips either. Bishop to d2, bishop takes. And then what if they go bishop h6? How much do I care about that? I don't know, maybe I want to play here. And just, again, solidify. Solidify play here, and then have an option to take this way. And this is protected. I think we just take this. White has an extra pawn. White has two outside passers. White has the two bishops. White is totally winning. We don't let him in. I just have to run the A pawn. Just trying to play simple chess. Simple chess. Simple chess. Simple chess. Trying to play simple chess. Simple chess. Simple chess. Simple chess. Alright, so what are they trying to do? Okay, so why aren't I just going way up there with my stuff? I'm just running my pawns, like, what's gonna stop me? Simple chess. Simple chess. Get out. Get out of here. Why don't I just take this, by the way? Why would I? No need to bring the king in. Just get out of here. Take here. No need to. Just run the pawns, man. This is all taken away. And resigns. Good game. Alright, I wonder if we have anything we can learn here. I wonder what it is. Let's go ahead and run an analysis. Analysis. Is this... Let's see what room we've got here. Alright. Yeah, bear with me with the awkward transition that we have in this phase of the whole thing. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of interesting mistakes in this one. I already see some goofiness over here, it looks like. I don't know what that is. Oh man, looks like I lost somewhere early on, man. Oh man, look at this. Ugh. That is rough. That is rough. This is probably, yeah, feeling like I'm in time trouble. Time trouble. Practical chess. Time trouble is the enemy of practical chess. The whole point of playing practically is to not get into time trouble. Alright, well let's see how we could have done better here. Alright, yeah, I did not play well at all in this game. 5 inaccuracies, 2 mistakes, and 6 blunders. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm assuming you're calling this 5 and 6, maybe? I don't know. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, so this is a move. Of course, what? D5 is the usual move here. But this is fine. Like, what does this get played in the Elite Chess database? This is the third move, so it's fine. People are not going to be used to seeing this. Okay, so takes, which is totally fine. And then E5 is the move. Also E6. And so E5, I assume we just, yeah, a la the Sicilian. Just trying to get in here. This kind of looks like a Najdorf type situation, or in this case, the Sveshnikov. I don't know why I said Najdorf. That's interesting. Let's see what we got. So bishop f4, man. Whew, I hung a piece, right? The idea is, okay, yeah, Jesus, did hang a piece. In case you don't see how, take a second, pause the video and come back, but it's bam, bam, bam. And we are done. That is lame. Oh my gosh, man, that is so bad. Ugh. When you are out of form, you are out of form, man. What is this? Knight c3? Yeah, knight c3. Just getting the diagonal closed. And then bishop f4 maybe next. Knight c3 and g3. Alright. So that's horrible. And unwittingly, I did this in order to stop these ideas being, again, oblivious to the problems here. Wow. Yeah, so this game is a game that's all about the screw up. So let's go to the screw up points. Because this whole deal right here, this is not terribly interesting. These are probably, yeah, I'm not playing interesting, not playing well positionally. and I'm sort of slowly losing the edge. We'll maybe come back to this in a second. But let's look at the big disadvantage points. So knight d5 is what I played. c5 is what the computer wants. c5, rook fd1, c5, c5. Clearing way for my rook. Opening up this bishop, clearing away here. c5, d5 just loses a pawn. Interesting. So the whole point of this is just piece clearance and initiating contact with the enemy in the situation where the enemy is not past the third rank, not poised to do a whole lot. Whereas my pieces look a lot better on the third rank. Perhaps that's the argument. That doesn't become a tactical liability because of what? Let's see, if takes, and then pop. We just, whoa. You take them. If they go back here, shit. Okay, you're just trading knights. Okay. So they don't want to take, I guess, is the point. They don't want to go dc5. Bishop e6. Bishop e6, cd6, ed6. cd6, yeah, this is, okay. Yeah, if this is the best that black has, is to go into this pawn structure, yeah, that's good for white. So we have to see that this is not good for black. This is not good for black. Probably because of activity. They try to get their bishop out of the way. And we start hopping around. Oh man, this is not an obvious only move, but yeah, this I could have found that. But this is a little counterintuitive. A little plausible. Okay, so what did I learn from this move? We want to break in the center. We don't want to initiate trades. When they have nothing beyond the 6th rank, and they have all their pieces, and white has the space advantage, why are we initiating trades? Instead, break the center. Take advantage of these guys. Take advantage of these guys. This one coming over. Positional point. It's a positional point. This is not a tactical point. This is a positional point. This is definitely not so intuitive for me. Alright, let's go on to our next big mistake here. Alright, so they want to play c5 again. c5 is coming up. And being the inveterate amateur, I want to just take a pawn. c5, why is c5 so good? c5. First, the obvious is they cannot take because of the pin. So this is going to loosen something up. If we get to take there, maybe they go here, here. And then they have to take here, and now they got weak pawns everywhere. And positionally, that's really good for white, very bad for black. Okay, it's a pawn break that's good for positional reasons. They do not want to see this for the reasons I just said. They're going to end up with these pawns. So that's not good. So they go forward. This is not really anything to write home about either. And white comes in and starts attacking. Okay. So white is going to win at least a pawn. White will be up. What is that? White will be up a pawn with a much better structure. So 1 point for the pawn, 1 0.2 points for the better position. Yeah, that's a super winning for white. Okay, another positional point. Instead of taking material, this is always going to be weak, even if they get to move. After c5, even if there's a trade and they get to move, these guys are always going to be weak and always going to be targets. Okay, positional point. They can't take, of course, because of the pin. If they go forward after this, this sucks. White comes in. Okay, makes sense. Okay, what do we do here? Okay, blunder. Bishop f3, it wants to do the obvious one. I'm trying to get all cute with this. It just wants to do bishop f3. Why bishop f3? c5. Probably just because it wants to play this c5 move. I was always thinking that this pawn was going to be an anchor point for my bishop, but the computer is saying, no, you want to play c5. You want to play c5. You just want to play c5. Even if they get d5, you got to pass pawn. Again, positional point, not appreciating that. That's clearly the best plan for whites, but it is so for positional reasons. And this is where chess is especially hard, I would say. Okay, where are we at? Rook b8. Rook b8 is a mistake too. They should have played this. Rook c7, bishop f3. I don't understand why is this. Okay, so they're always just going to be stopping c5. Okay. White has a slight advantage here because white has an extra pawn, right? White has 2 extra pawns? No, 1 extra pawn and the bishops. It's something. It's not terribly interesting if they can play rook c7. But as the game continued with rook b8, they're not applying pressure to stop c5. I think that's the point. Whereas with the rook on c7, you are applying pressure against c5, especially in conjunction with the knight. Okay, can go with that. Another positional point. Now here come the tactical mistakes. How did we mess this up? All right, so if they take, why is this so losing? Wow, I thought I wanted to trade bishops. Oh man. Nice. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Gotta be careful of those tactics, man. Alright, so yeah, we want to attack the weak point. Gotta be careful of those tactics. Is this the only move? Bishop d7, bishop e1 as well. Bishop e1 attacking this guy. King g2 getting the king out of the way of tactics. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. e5, they messed it up. Alright, let's go over here. How did I mess this up? This is a blunder. I gave up a bishop. I gave up a bishop. Oh my god. Playing, wow, way too fast. That's amazing. Wow, you get lucky in chess, man. Being out of form. Out of form. Those simple tactical mistake there. Ugh. Trying to play way too fast. Alright, so we want to go here, and I just hung my bishop again. I was just totally oblivious to the idea that my bishop was hanging. That's disgusting. Alright, well, hopefully I can clear up my tactical sense for the next one, and we'll be ready to go. Otherwise, I hope you guys got something out of that game. Did get a little lucky, but, you know, you win some, you lose some, as they say. Alright, we'll see you for next one. Thanks.